Greetings, we are anonymous.
January 17, 1961, President Eisenhower warned the world of the impending threat posed by a disastrous rise of misplaced power involving the military-industrial complex. 3 months later, President John F. Kennedy would make an address before the American Newspaper Publishers Association, emphasizing the need for a free and independent press, making it clear that censorship and the act of covering up mistakes is unacceptable, especially in what's supposed to be a free and open society. Nevertheless, over 54 years later, it's clear that while some circumstances have changed, the same warnings still very much apply. The unfortunate and honest truth is that the very censorship and misplaced power the citizens were warned about 54 years ago, we're seeing occur today in the present. When the warnings of the past are ignored, history is doomed to repeat itself.
To be fair, we had helped to create the problem we're now fighting. How? Because when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, we had this brilliant idea that we were going to come to Pakistan and create a force of Mujahideen, equip them with Stinger missiles and everything else to go after the Soviets inside Afghanistan. And we were successful. The Soviets left Afghanistan, and then we said, great, goodbye. These trained people who were fanatical in Afghanistan and Pakistan, leaving them well armed, creating a mess, frankly, that at the time we didn't really recognize. We were just so happy to see the Soviet Union fall, and we thought, okay, fine, we're okay now, everything's going to be so much better. Now you look back, the people we're fighting today, we were supporting in the fight against the Soviets.
In retrospect, the intelligence that everybody saw, that the world saw, not just the United States, was faulty. And in retrospect, once we invaded and took out Saddam Hussein, we didn't focus on security first. And the Iraqis, in this incredibly insecure environment, turned on the United States military because there was no security for themselves and their families.
Those damn Iraqis, once we invaded, tried to fight back.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there. like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Throughout history, the world has been controlled by big ideologies such as religion, socialism and capitalism, to name but a few. These are all forms of slavery that have stopped our evolution and removed our freedom. Anonymous see these ideologies for what they are: systems of control. The time for change is now. No longer shall the people be oppressed by corruption. In case you are blissfully unaware of who we are, let me tell you this: we are not just a person. As people die, we are an idea, and ideas are immortal. We are justice, and justice cannot be silenced. We are the ones governed by no law. We are the ones who do not bend for justice to take its course. We are the ones your parents warned you about. We are the voice of the silent in the eyes of the blind. We are Anonymous.